Behind Gen.G, Yike in the pit, 4,000 on it. Broken Blade gets stunned into the wall, all out, pulls him across as well. The Caps is solo. Broken Blade pops the slice and mass, and the whisk coming out as well. Broken Blade trying to fight Doran down towards the bottom side, but the knockback onto Peanut actually delivers him to Broken Blade. The super mega death rocket finds its mark, and now Mickey and Caps have to try and escape to the flash into the wall by Caps. He still gets the shutdown. The skies descend, and Peanut, Peyz, and Delight trying to do what they can. They get to the blast cone. Chovy opens up that shield so big. Peyz takes another, starts to get excited, and Gen.G starts to get excited too. A shutdown in the top lane. Only Caps and Yike are left standing, and Gen.G are having none of that.
With those AP junglers, I will say that when you kind of look at the comp in its entirety, Gen.G's engage is not the strongest. While they do have some disengage tools with things like the Lulu and the Tristana, an overall pretty squishy comp outside of the Ksante acting as a front line. Whereas I think that G2 do have a lot of scaling options, in particular with the Kennen and the Aurelion Soul, and they have a very easy lane to play through with this Draven on the bot side of the map. Although it is with the Soraka, I'd be surprised if we see the same level of dives that we've been seeing from G2 in the past.
I mean, honestly, both teams have really poor engage. So this is one of those games where generally if one team gets ahead, there's not a lot of ways to kind of come back into it. So I do think early game can be very, very important in this one. We'll have to see how Caps can actually navigate this lane, because this one is very difficult. You drop the E on the minions, he just rocket jumps on your head and starts shaking those. Went for a call as his first base, and he's going to be not really getting much done.
And to breathe some hope into the European fans, like this is a very promising early game state as a collapse comes through for Gen.G.
Try and get away, but Doran dashes forward. Explosive shot, will it be enough? Caps is ticking, but so's Doran. He gets away from the towers, aggro, and Caps.
So if his E came back up, he could probably get an execute kill there. Critical first blood grabbed by Gen.G. They knew Caps was getting in way too comfortable of a spot. If you let A-Soul really get into the groove where he's getting these early levels, he's getting the early mana items and not being pressured, it becomes unassailable. His wave clear goes infinite once you start hitting, level 8, 9, and it's tough to push on this guy.
Yeah, overall, just a great roam. Doran finding that window. Caps using the E early meant that he didn't have it later. If he'd had it up, then he could have been using that while also applying the Q, and that could have potentially gotten the kill onto Doran. But Doran, very aware that, hey, this tower isn't going to... And Caps, he would have to stop himself as now G2 look for a play in bot.
Early flash from Delight, but Yike is here, waiting around the corner. Peyz slow for the second. Steadfast Presence knocks back Delight, and there's nowhere for the Lulu to go. Hun Summer gifted the kill, and that is huge for the G2 bot lane.
Largely an island, as G2 will now begin the drag.
11 minutes in, gold basically even between these two teams. 300-400, going kind of seesawing. But the first dragon secured as Doran dodges the shuriken in the bush. You can see
Broken Blade doesn't know he's there.
Peanut's on his way up. Doran look with the knockback. There's the all-out as well. Broken Blade pops the slicing maelstrom. Does still have the flash, but how are you going to escape from the Elise? Peanut still looking for him. Doran dashes forward, and in the end, Broken Blade holds his summoner.
Yeah, nice little bait there from Doran. Sidesteps the shuriken. That was Broken Blade trying to check, okay, did he finish the recall?
Hovering around the top side of the map. There is a wave stacking up, and Yike will be spotted, and this should be the dive from Gen.G.
So Broken Blade has the Hextech rocket belt. He dashes in, the slicing maelstrom coming out as well as Doran tanking the turret. Peanut takes half his health. Meanwhile, Yike trying to catch up Chovy as he rotated up towards the top side. The dash back with the all-out as Broken Blade now underneath the tower, knocked back with the Entopia strikes, but Doran's tanking it once again, and Broken Blade will get the 1v2. Now Peanut locked up by G2. Yike coming in. Caps here to join the party as well, and that spider can skittle no further. Stumped under the boot of Caps.
Massive kills for G2 on the top side, and Gen.G, I hate to say it, but they're falling apart a little bit in this one. Such an overforce on that dive onto Broken Blade.
Is right now in control of G2, even though it is Gen.G with the gold lead.
Well, and that's why I thought that the level 1 plan from G2 was actually so intelligent, right? Getting this level 1 invade. I think Caps...
He's going under the tower. Caps just locked up, but the witch comes out. Caps flashes away. Doran flashes forward, and in the end, a 1-for-1 on the bot side of the map.
Yeah, the Soraka ulti making a big difference there, buying the time from New York. That can be really tough for him to deal with.
Seems like G2 want to just keep scaling. They've given up any prio around this dragon. The Rift Herald was used as well. Doran TPs into the mid lane. That tier 1 has already fallen, so this is a Rift Herald push for the tier 2. Doran dashing forward as well with the Pathmaker. They really want to make sure that this charge comes in.
Well, and you can see there was no vision for G2 on that bottom side, and they have got to take a really good fight, because while it is
they're going to look. Comes out, they look for Peyz to cleanse away. The falling star comes out as well, and Peyz is stunned, but he's able to escape. The whirling death finds its mark, and now Chovy has the dash. Broken Blade flashes forward with the slicing maelstrom. Doran trying to do what he can as well with the all-out. Broken Blade is low. Hunt Summer trying to open up on Peanut down towards the bottom side of the fight, but the Entopia strikes on Caps will lock him up, and Chovy continues to dish out the DPS. G2, a man down right now, push forward, but they can't find anything more.
Gen.G is moving over in the river, so G2 just going to take this opportunity to try to clear out vision. They don't see Chovy on the map right now. If Chovy shows bot, potentially G2 can look for a more aggressive play up on top side to try to force the TP response or something along those lines. And they're just going to start the Baron. So they at least want to get the TP out. They are going to get the immediate TP from Chovy.
It's already down to 7,000
They got to be able to look at Broken Blade.
He's coming round, trying to get behind Gen.G. Yike in the pit, 4,000 on it. Broken Blade gets stunned into the wall, all out. Pulls him across as well. The Caps is solo. Broken Blade pops the slice of mass and the whisk coming out as well. Broken Blade trying to fight Doran down towards the bottom side, but the knockback onto Peanut actually delivers him to Broken Blade. The super mega death rocket finds its mark, and now Mickey and Caps have to try and escape with the flash into the wall by Caps. He still gets a shutdown. The skies descend, and Peanut, Peyz, and Delight try to do what they can. They get to the blast cone. Chovy opens up that shield so big. Peyz takes another, starts to get excited, and Gen.G start to get excited too. A shutdown in the top lane. Only Caps and Yike are left standing, and Gen.G are having none of that.
It's an ace for Gen.G and a Baron to boot. It's a team that you cannot afford to underestimate, and they sniffed out the flank from Broken Blade. After shutting it down, they tore G2 apart, and all of a sudden, Gen.G are in full control of Game 4. Execute, and after getting that initial kill, it's just a cleanup for Gen.G. A very well played fight from the LCK first seed, and now with the Baron, they're sieging, and they're looking to round this series out.
I mean, it's just such a massive swing there, because Peyz had been so far behind. He gets kills, he gets the Baron gold. He completed his IE off of that, and the Navori quick blades are completed for Chovy as well. So now both the marksmen spiking heavily here for Gen.G. They were in a dire spot, but they execute really, really well. It is going to be the TP flank coming here from Broken Blade. Is it the Hail Mary?
Peyz has the flash, slicing maelstrom coming out. Peyz able to escape for the moment, but Delight's already down. Peyz can open up onto Broken Blade as they turn the fight around. The Wish coming out. Doran low, the Singularity's being used. Yike keeps Doran in the midst. Chovy absolutely destroys G2. They step too far forward, and Chovy stomped them into the ground.
The idea was good from G2, but Gen.G are just better. Peyz walks away with a triple kill, Chovy with the immaculate flank, and Gen.G are looking to solidify themselves as the victors in this series.
And looking to make a date with Destiny, perhaps a rematch versus T1 in the second phase. Gen.G, there was moments of doubt in the middle, but they defied and they claimed the victory.